So on our technique, that first one, I'm grabbing the wrist. I like to have collar tying wrist. Okay, collar tying wrist because this gives me some options for front headlock. If I have a wrist tie, my hand is on the outside on the wrist tie. When I snap to my front head, the hand that's on the head keeps the chin. Here, see that? Okay. If my hand is turned inside, this way, all right, that hand that's inside, since I'm already inside, when I snap it, that hand goes to the chin. Okay? Just food for thought there. So this one here, I got the wrist, a collar tie, I'm pulling it, and I'm switching off with the wrist. Okay, I saw someone was going up high to the drape. Well, not to the drape, it's to the wrist. Okay? So there's a lot of arm left here, so I'm going around his head, around his arm with my head. Here and here. Okay? So that leg attack. Alright? So now we're going to go to arm drag when I'm at the elbow. Okay? I can do this either direction. Well, we'll just make it nice and simple. I'm just grabbing a wrist and an elbow, whichever way you want to. Okay? I'm dragging, pulling that leg towards me. I can even keep my head in front. Okay? Because I'm up higher, right? I don't have that whole arm to fight because I'm controlling it a little tighter. Makes sense? Then if I'm here, okay? So I can keep my head in front there, or I can bring my head around to the outside. Okay? Whichever single I like, I can go with. So I can come here and sweep it with my head in front, or I can bring my head to the outside and sweep it. Straight on with my head inside, straight on with my head around. Okay? Can also go up high with my head here, up high, okay, or around, up high. Alright? So it's up to you. And I can also go a little single. Boom, here. Right? Little single there. So it's your call, but I'm grabbing wrist and elbow. It's an arm drag. Okay? And I can do it across this way as well. Here, to a single. Okay? Head's on the inside. Alright? So I'm grabbing the wrist and the elbow. My arm drag. So, good stuff with the drags. You know, that's when we start out far. I'm kind of working my way up the ladder here. Starting out here with the wrist. I always believe that, you know, to be in good solid position, good hand position, I want to first reach out and grab what's there first, and that's a lot of times the wrist. Right? If I lunge to the head, I'm passing a lot of steps along the way that could be there. Okay, so wrist, work my way up. Now I'm inside tie. Okay, so I have inside position, and we can start with both hands inside. He just puts his arms on the elbows just like this. Okay, inside position. That's where we've been working for a couple of these attacks. A nice setup here is. We're talking about controlling this inside. We talked about that last week, right? I want to control this part. So if I have inside hand position, I'm controlling the inside. Well, he wants to control the inside too, so he's going to fight back inside. There, okay? Fights inside. As soon as he fights inside, he's giving himself giving me an angle, right? And I just need to feel that and follow with it. So he comes inside, there's an angle. See? Okay? Comes back inside, there's my shot. Alright? And we can be pushing and pulling and moving. As soon as I feel that come in, there's my shot. Alright? Whichever shot you want, still all the same stuff, but that's just our setup. Boom. Okay? So all those setups I want. He comes inside, that's my attack. Okay? So I'm just feeling that pressure. And this is really good stuff right here because it's all about feel. Alright? So you're feeling this pressure, he pushes in. There's my shot. Okay, it comes when he circles in, and I can force him to circle in. He might not want that inside position. He might like the outside elbow ties and stuff like that. I'm going to force him to come back in. I might pull there. Comes back in. There's my attack. Okay, inside tie. He fights it back in. That's my attack. Okay, this one here is my single. Right, we're focusing on the single. But if he comes to this side, that's my high crotch. Same thing. Okay. All right. Inside tie. He fights it back in. Take a shot. Collar tie. Remember on Sunday when we did our collar tie to a high crotch, where I'm here and I come in with my control hand, opens up my attack hand, right here. Okay. Now, if we're going single, I can do the same thing, but if I come across here and I'm looking at this leg coming towards me, okay, that takes that single leg, right? But I can wait for it. I can come here, cross, and now he starts to shift, and there's a single. Okay, so that's with my control hand. My attack hand is still ready to move. I can come here and pull it across, and there's a single. Alright? I could also go to a collar tie with my control hand here, okay? And you know, if I'm looking for my high crotch, I could pull it here, outside hand, bring that hand down. I could come here, cross, like we had before, right? Or I can just do sort of like touch and go and get that leg to come forward. Right there, okay? So it's a collar tie, just pulling his legs towards it. So we can be outside with my control hand here, all right? I'm letting it come there, all right? Or my attack hand, touch and go there, okay? Or I'm pulling it down, coming across, okay? So we kind of like climb the rope, wrist, inside tie at the knee or at the elbows, and now collar tie. Just think here and use my opponent and his pressure against him. One that we just kind of fell into here recently is with a collar tie. Well, a lot of times when we're wrestling high school kids and even older, is people can kind of get lazy with their hands when they forget about controlling and attacking with their hands. So if I have a collar tie, I'm attacking. A lot of times guys will get lazy with this hand coming over. Right there, he's actually doing a great job of grabbing my elbow. He's using his hands. He's ready to control it. Pass it off, duck it under. But sometimes guys will just kind of set their hand here or here, and they're not using this hand. It's just relaxed. Okay? We've got to make sure that every time we engage our partner that we're using our hands well. So if I'm collar tying, he's just relaxed right there. He's giving me a nice opportunity to take a shot. Okay? Because he's essentially said, I'm not going to use this hand to defend or to try to attack. Sort of like limp. So go ahead and take that side whatever you want. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm collar tying, he just relaxes, so I'm pulling myself back into a good striking position where I'm going to attack. Alright? It's almost like a fake and stay. But I like it when this hand is relaxed and you feel that, okay, it's almost a guaranteed shot to that leg. Alright, because he's not going to be ready to defend with his hand. So I have my collar tie moving, his hand's relaxed, hand down, there's my shot. It's like a fake and stay. Okay? Can't get that hand down quick enough. Now, if I'm in collar tie and he's got his hand working, okay, right there, and I do my fake, it's not always going to be there because now he's got his hand ready on defense. See? Alright, so if that hand gets lazy, I can feel that. I can feel that. If that hand gets lazy, it's a free go to the leg. But we're here, I'm just backing away from that position. Back away, hands down. There's my shot. Okay? So it might look like this. We're kind of getting in competition. We're going a little hard. That hand's right. Boom. There's my shot. Okay? So that hand wasn't ready to block, was it? All right. Watch it again. We'll kind of battle a little bit. His hand's relaxed. There it is. See? Hand's not ready. Hand's not ready. If he grabs a hold of me, whether it's my elbow or he's actually when he comes over top, he's grabbing a hold with his hand. All right. Now if we're battling and I stop, watch how the shot's not there. See, that hand is ready. Okay, all right. Now, if the hand is relaxed, hands relaxed. There's it. Okay, all right. Whatever shot I want, and you can get this into other stuff here. Hand is relaxed. Double leg. All right. A lot of attacks, that hand is lazy. I need to capitalize on it. All right. All right. The final thing we're going to do is just put together a little drill series for us. All right. We talked about this little ladder right here, wrists, elbows, collar tie. All right. So when we're going to drill here just now, we're going to let this go up, do a little drill. We're going to work our way up that ladder. But I'm going to do 3, he's going to do 3, I'm going to do 3, he's going to do 3. We're going to keep switching off so we get a good feel of all of those setups. All right. Hopefully you guys be able to pick one that you can develop throughout the year. But then if nothing else, it'll help us become familiar in those different positions. So when we're drilling, we're actually grabbing a hold, we're climbing that ladder, and we're going to offensive attacks. Singles right now, offensive attacks to finishes. Okay, so it might look like this. We're in there drilling. I get the wrist. Okay, wrist to a shot, coming up, finish it. Okay, he comes back up, back in, wrist, attack. Okay, my finish. All right, there, wrist, attack, finish. All right, and then he goes, does the same thing, and then we're climbing the ladder. Right, so now I'm inside here. He might circle back in. There's my attack to a finish. Right here, attack, finish. Right, he fights back in. Attack, going to my finish, and then finally we can come to that attack and finishes. Okay, so I'm going good, solid pace here. I'm not going through the motions. I got a good match pace on my attack. Move. Okay, coming up to my finishes. Okay, so we're climbing that rope. 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3. Go.